Hello, and welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and it's always a joy to be with you. I'm so glad you are here. And first of all, let me welcome you to the month of February. It's a new month, and we are so happy that we are here and ready to continue serving you. As you know, we've been talking about planning our lives and having strategic plans, which is very important because a man who does not know where he's going to will end up just, wandering and living his life not the way it has to be. So we've talked about quite a lot of things, and I want to welcome those who have joined us today for the first time, and also those who have already been here. You are all welcome. Now, our programs are based one on the other, so I would encourage you to watch previous programs in order to catch up with us and know exactly where we are and what we're doing. It's very important that we plan our lives. And last week we talked about planning our lives in a way of assessing our strengths, our weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in order to be able to know what we need to put in and also maybe what we need to leave out so that we can arrive at our destination. They said journeying is good, but arrival is better. And journeying without destination is equal to wandering. Many people are trying to achieve something in life, but they do not have a plan. So along the way, when they face problems, they don't know where to refer to, what to do. Why? Because there was no plan. And this is why this topic of strategic planning of our lives should be very important. At least you should know what you are expecting in the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And in fact, you should have even a 20-year plan just in case, especially for the younger people. If you are a young person, 25 to like 40, hey, you need to have strategic life plan so that you can work towards it. And, we have already talked about how to make it smart by, knowing that it's time bound and it should be measurable, achievable, and so on and so forth. Today, I want to talk to you about continuing in the whole area of building your plan and in mining, like you want to mine gold. Gold is in the earth and there is some debt that you have to go through. But I've never seen any miner who is mining for debt. Although they have to deal with debt, they are looking for gold in the debt. So it is very important that we understand we may go through some, nasty stuff and unpleasant situations, but if it is on the way to your destination, you have to endure it. You have to understand it and you have to embrace it fully and wholeheartedly. It is very important that we should be people who are looking for the gold and not for the debt. So if you can't deal with debt, then you cannot mine the gold. It's very important. Develop some tough skin for certain conditions in life. Life will bring you more discouragement than encouragement. But with every discouragement comes a challenge for you to overcome it. And if you are not afraid, if you are not, indifferent, you would always get the best out of every challenge that comes your way. You need to assess your environment. You need to assess your environment and know your needs. I mean, who do you need in your life? Don't just surround yourself with people. As much as we need people in our lives, it's not everybody who is needed. There are certain times specifically that you need specific people. There are certain, calls that demands specific, people. So at every stage that you are in your life, you have to know who do you need at this point? Who should be on your team? And what are the resources that you need in order to get things done. You also have to know the assets that you have on hand. And it is very important because if you don't know who is ready to go with you, then you will be calling and not getting any answers, or you'll be making or knocking on the wrong doors. So you need to know who is accessible, who is available, who is ready to jump on board with you. It is very important. And it is also good for you to know who is able to. What I mean is ability wise, who has the ability to contribute to what you are doing. You may not have every resource that you need. So at a point, you may have to go borrow some stuff. You may have to learn some things from other people. You may have to ask for help from others. So you need to know who is able to help you. If you are strategically planning your life, remember, you are not the first person that appeared on the earth. So many millions have gone ahead of you. So where you are, somebody have been. And if you search enough, you will find someone who have been there, who can share their stories. And then you bring it home and you compare with your life and take what will enable you arrive at your destination and what will not, you just leave behind. It is very, very important. And you have to also have people who are ready to jump on board with you. The attitude of people counts. You know, sometimes we have so much confidence, though we are seeing the signs of reluctance and excuses, but we feel like, oh yeah, he's been a friend for a long time. So if he says it's not working now, maybe tomorrow, but this person has kept postponing the stuff. You better leave that station and go find solutions elsewhere. Don't stick to people just because we are fine, we are cool, we're friends. You have to stick with people who are going with you on your journey. In fact, life is like, jumping on board a bus. Everybody has where they're going to. So if you look at other people dropping off at their stops and you follow them, you may end up not going where you are. When everybody gets to their stop, they get off and they move. So it's very, very important that you build in yourself the capacity to stand on your own and know who is needed in your circle and who is not. Some people need to be out of the door and some need to be inside the room with you. Those who don't need to be inside the room, if you bring them inside the room, they may create confusion for you. And it's not because you don't like people, but it's because of prioritization. There will be a time when they would be needed. So it's very, very important. And you have to also make things simple. Don't make your life too complex. Doing 25 things at the same time, it doesn't work that way. You have to take things one step at a time, step by step, precept upon precept. And that is how you would be able to take charge of your life and build your future the way you see it. Like I said, we need a vision. And vision is what you have seen as the end. And then you begin to chart your path and plan your way into getting to that vision. So you must be able to see not only what is or the situation, but you must be able to see also what you need in order to get it better. So when you look, do you see? When you look, do you see? Many people look at stuff and all they can say is, I see a blue book and with a pencil lying by it, and that will be all, just the visual, whatever is seen. But why is it there? So you must be able to identify the things that you need. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and this is your favorite program, Today's Family, and we will be here with you again next week. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us and we would gladly provide you with the answers. Please like and share this link with your friends and invite others to watch this program together with you. Have a wonderful week and we'll see you exactly same time next week. Bye-bye.